Welcome to Black History Month of 2023. This year we're paying homage to great actors and activists such as Mrs. Fannie Lou Hamer, all the way down to Greensboro, North Carolina with the Greensboro Four, who bravely sat at the lunch counter, to the beautiful voice and spirit that he was of Minister Malcolm X, all the way down to those courageous writings written by Mrs. Ida B. Wells Barnett, and to those brave little children who marched in Birmingham, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are going to pay homage to all of the brave activists of the movement, the heroes and the sheroes, because this year we celebrate what is Black history. Ladies and gentlemen, come with me on the journey as we celebrate all month long. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for this video. Medgar and Myrlie Evers. Medgar Evers was born in Decatur, Mississippi, and Miss Myrlie Evers was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi. This beautiful couple, after they decided to marry each other, tying their nuptials, would go on to work tirelessly to acquire the very civil and human rights that Black Mississippians deserve. Now, Mr. Medgar Evers was a World War II veteran. And after he returned home, he realized that the real battle was right here in the United States of America. But more so, the most dangerous battle was right here in the state of Mississippi. Mr. Medgar Evers, after becoming the field secretary of the NAACP, with very distinct leadership and a lot of his mentorship coming from a dear man, Dr. T.R.M. Howard, he will go on to try to challenge white segregation and all of the different inequities that was happening in the state of Mississippi. He decided that what he was going to do was working in the efforts of voter registration, ending segregation in public accommodations, and also demanding that Black people be treated fairly throughout the state of Mississippi. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this work was truly dangerous. Mr. Medgar and Miss Myrlie Evers had to go through routines with their children to teach them what to do in just the case scenario that something would occur at their home. Bomb threats, death threats. Even 8-year-old Rena Evers actually received a phone call where a death threat was placed on her and her family at their home. As Mr. Medgar Evers continued to work tirelessly, one of the things that he went on to do was help in acquiring and gathering witnesses for the brutal lynching and murder of Emmett Lewis Till. He also played a very distinct mentor to Mr. James Meredith, who went on to become the first Black student to integrate the University of Mississippi, after he himself had already applied to the school and, of course, received a letter saying that you are not welcome here because he was Black. Miss Myrlie Evers was his secretary, and what she did was help in making sure that Mr. Medgar Evers continued to have all that he needed to fight the good fight. Now, one of the things Mr. Medgar Evers would do is that when he would go home, he only had a side door entrance to his house. And what he would do was when he would come home, is slide over to the passenger side of his car and get out to go directly into that side entrance of their home. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, on the night of June 12, 1963, as Mr. Medgar Evers was pulling into his driveway, as he got out of his car, he forgot to get over on the passenger side and he got out on the driver's side of his car. And that is when a man by the name of Byron De La Beckwith fired multiple gunshots into his body. After Mr. Medgar Evers was taken from his dear wife and beloved children, and to us all fellow Black Mississippians, Miss Myrlie Evers Williams would go on to spend the next 31 years acquiring justice for her dear husband, Mr. Medgar Evers. A lot of times what people would do is actually try to convince Mr. Medgar Evers that, you know what, you should just leave this place go somewhere else. But you know what Mr. Medgar Evers would say? He would always say this: I may be going to heaven or hell, but I'll be going from Jackson, Mississippi. Medgar Evers. Fearlessness, loyalty, working in the most dangerous state in the country, which was Mississippi. Mr. Medgar Evers, he died for us. Miss Myrlie Evers has carried on his legacy, and his legacy has lived out through their children. So tonight, Mr. Medgar and Miss Myrlie Evers, tonight, my dear brother and sister,
don't shop for anything on Capitol Street.
Honor
Let the merchants down on Capitol Street
Thank you.
feel the economic pinch. Let me say this to you. I had one merchant to call me, and he said, I want you to know that I've talked to my national office today, and they want me to tell you that we don't need nigger business. Stores that help to support the White Citizens Council, the council that is dedicated to keeping you and I second-class citizens. So let us not trade at these stores. Let's urge our friends, our relatives, our neighbors not to trade at these stores. Now, finally, ladies and gentlemen, and this is final, we'll be demonstrating here until freedom comes to Negroes here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Kyra here, and I am trying to put together my film called Let Us Say Grace. If you would like to show your support, please just donate to the GoFundMe link down there in the subscription box. I hope you all continue to watch this Black History Month. You all remember what I always say, remember to stay up and to stay blessed. Thank you for all your support.